Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another Cloudbeds live episode. My name is Paula. I'm a PR and partner marketing specialist at Cloudbeds and the host of today's show. In case this is your first time with us, we host a live show here on LinkedIn every month where I chat with renowned industry professionals. I am that lucky. And all episodes are recorded. You can find them, all the previous episodes, in our website. Just go to cloudbeds.com and you go search for resources and then videos. We've had amazing guests and great conversations so far. And I am sure that today will be another great conversation as I'm here today to talk about Cloudbeds Intelligence launching at Passport on October 23rd. Passport, as you know, or should know, is Cloudbed's user conference now in its second year. So this year's virtual conference will feature product keynote, live workshops with experts, fireside chats with industry influencers that I am honored to host, and feature partner showcases with the latest tech innovations. We've already have thousands of registrations, and so I'm sure you don't want to miss this. And if you haven't registered yet, please do so. We'll be adding the link very soon in the chat. And if you're watching us live, please, please let us know where you're watching the show. We love the interaction. You have the chat there. You can write your comments. We'll be happy to chat with you. So, as I said, in 6 days from now, we'll be revealing Cloudbeds Intelligence at our upcoming Passport user conference. And you can already see my guests on screen. So today I'm joined by Amit Popat, Head of Machine Learning, Eric Ellis, Senior Director UX Design, and Nikhil Shah, Head of Data Science, who are here today to give us a little teaser into this very special product keynote. So first of all, thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate it. And let's get this started. And I'm going to start with you, Amit, and directly to the point, because everybody is talking about Cloudbeds Intelligence. So, Amit, what it is in one sentence, if you can, and what is the most important thing hoteliers need to know about it?
One sentence. That's a tricky one. But let me start with where we are as an industry today. And I think it's one that has made great strides across the last 4 years, particularly post-COVID. We've seen so many novel startups enter the space. But 2 years ago, when OpenAI released ChatGPT, I think the whole tech landscape has totally changed overnight. And it's something that you all have noticed, the influence of AI in some way, whether you're on the phone taking a photo and it's automatically tagged, or let's say you're in the workplace and your meetings are being transcribed and summarized automatically. You can now even search through years of documents, emails, proposals within seconds. You can even generate new presentations instantly. There's just so many touches of AI affecting so many parts of our lives in very meaningful and helpful ways. But why aren't we seeing this level of AI disruption in the hotel space? And I think the reason it's quite simple. It's because of fragmented data. And AI, it's only as good as the data that it's provided. For example, ChatGPT, it's been trained on the entire internet. But our industry, it continues to have very siloed departments. We have revenue, marketing, operations, all working towards different metrics, using different data, different systems. But at Cloudbeds, we find ourselves in a very unique position because we've got a very connected open data platform, which means we don't face these issues of siloed data. In fact, I think we have one of the richest data platforms in the industry. So this led Nikhil and myself to the question, why can't we find a way to empower hoteliers with meaningful, actionable AI and truly disrupt the industry? And I didn't forget your question. That leads me to Cloudbeds Intelligence in one sentence. So I'd say Cloudbeds Intelligence, it's an AI layer built into the heart of the platform. It's designed to provide moments of insight and revenue opportunities across every single department, from revenue to marketing, operations, guest experience. I would say it's the first system of its kind to truly break down those departmental silos and help drive these more unified commercial strategies. When I think of AI applications in other industries, what's made them so well received is just how they can seamlessly unlock hidden potential of vast amounts of data. And I think this is the heart of what Nikhil, myself, and the team have been working towards for hoteliers, providing these actionable insights delivered precisely when you need them. So I'd say that's cloud-based intelligence in a nutshell.
It is, I mean, it sounds so incredible, and I can't wait for more info on that on Passport. Let me just say hello here to people because I asked them to interact, so it would be rude not to. So hello from Barcelona. Hello here from Jusara as well, Toronto. Thanks everybody for joining us and for interacting with us. Here I have someone that's also very excited about what is coming up. So Amit, yeah, you already give, as you said, like you explain in a nutshell, Cloudbeds intelligence. And I also need to mention something that happened recently. We haven't launched Cloudbeds intelligence yet, of course. We are here talking about it, but we've already won an award, right? Booking.com Travel Tech 24 pitch competition with Booking.com. And so, first of all, congrats, team, everybody that were involved in this. And Amit, you were on stage for that competition. So, what can you tell us about it, how it was?
Yeah, so that was really exciting. We were fortunate to be picked as one of the 5 finalists to present at the Booking.com Travel Tech event, and it was held at their head offices in Amsterdam. And the brief, it was to pitch a tech solution and vision to their leadership about how we can better work together and shape hospitality into the future for the better. And it's quite a wide brief, but naturally, we felt that cloud-based intelligence falls into this. So we demonstrated that for the team there. And we showed how it can work not just for hoteliers, but also for partners like Booking.com. And it can really help drive unified revenue and marketing strategies in a much more seamless way for everyone there. And the room, it was full of technology partners, as well as the Booking.com leadership team, and all of whom could vote. And as you said, we're very honored that they chose Cloudbeds as the winner. And I think it's just really exciting, but also very humbling for all the hard work that Nikhil, myself, and the team have put into Cloudbeds Intelligence. It's something we've been working on for a long time. And I would say it makes me even more excited to be able to showcase it for everyone at Passport. So at Passport, we'll have the pleasure of speaking with Eric, and we'll be able to showcase this for everyone to really see the true value of this technology and to demonstrate it in person as well. So I hope all the guests here can register and be part of it, because we're really looking forward to showcasing it for you all.
Thanks, Amit, and congratulations again. And let me just say a little bit some hellos here from Austin, and we have some from Philippines. I love how global and everywhere. San Diego, Canada. Well, thanks everybody again. And Eric, Amit already mentioned your name, so I'm gonna talk to you a little bit here. So we have a lot of AI washing these days. And so I'm sure there are a lot of skeptics out there about, what this could potentially do for the industry. So, Eric, why do you think hoteliers will actually care about Cloudbeds intelligence?
Yeah, AI washing, you're right. I mean, with all of the power that a chat GPT can enable, you also have to think about applicability, real world hospitality actions. And, we want to make sure that our hoteliers are at the forefront of every decision that we're making and going to make as Cloudbeds intelligence becomes fuller and richer. We're in constant conversation. And that's what's fun about my job on the user experience side is we use we leverage our customers to help make intelligence practical, action-oriented, insightful, and efficient. And if it's not, when we said this in last year's platform passport, if it's not removing friction from day to day, we don't want it. We don't apply it. And that's what Cloudbeds Intelligence is going to do. It's going to enhance the functionalities we already have across revenue management, marketing, guest personalization, operations. It's really remarkable. You're really going to be impressed with what it's going to be able to do. And as Amit said, I get to sit down with both Amit and Nikhil and bring those problem sets that we hear from our customers over and over again, the day to day, and see how intelligence helps to solve it. And you know this, Paula, but those watching may not. These folks, I guess in my screen below me, they know hospitality. They built Cloudbeds Intelligence from the point of view of real live working hoteliers, and applying this causal inference to hospitality data, and these extensive data sets, which Amit and Nikhil will get into, is really unmatched. And you're going to see that front and center at Passport.
Yeah, and here, just a FYI, everybody that's watching us, the link it's already on the chat, in the chat. If you haven't registered yet, please do so. We have actually 2 people that already posted. Thank you everybody for the support. And yeah, going what you say here, someone is saying a legend, Amit, Nikhil, and Eric. So people are very excited about this. And Eric, before I go and talk to Nikhil about this background of his, I'm curious, I have to say. As you're a senior director, UX design. I'm curious about your role and what your day looks like in terms of, you already mentioned you talk to hoteliers, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about that aspect of your job?
It's a great question, and I love talking about what we do all day to anyone. But it ranges from direct ethnographic study, being behind the scenes and watching our hospitality, our hospitality customers kind of leverage Cloudbeds to all the way to the lowest pixel level of new functionality, and making sure that it's optimized and simplistic. And in fact, Amit and I talk about during our Passport conversation, our intelligence conversation, a particular story with respect to onboarding new employees. As our customers tell us over and over again, it continues to be post-COVID increasingly difficult to retain front of house employees, and year over year turnover remains high. How do they add value and hit the ground running right away, from day one? And we bring Cloudbeds Intelligence to light, even in that very humanistic stories on how we can empower these billions of data sets to very tangible answers and actions to even those who don't know Cloudbeds and barely know hospitality. A huge win, I think, in terms of a business continuity in an age where turnover is and will probably remain high.
I think that's, again, it's so awesome that it's as you said, to have practical impact. And what I think we are going to be a little bit cliche, but rewriting the rules of hospitality with this one. And so to continue with the background, I want to talk to Nikhil now for a few minutes. Nikhil, so you and Amit work it together at Hotel Cloud, so you know each other, I guess, for many, many years. What can you tell us about this? How did you meet? Your background, we have background in data science, but also in hospitality. So how can you tell us about yours and Amit's relationship, and also how and when did you join Cloudbeds?
Yeah, absolutely, Paula. Yeah. So Amit and I, we actually met. So I'm going to rewind back at university at Cambridge. We both studied maths. I think it's fair to say we both have algorithms and data flowing through our blood, right, Amit? We came up with the concept of unified pricing and promotions together. It was pretty much the result of countless discussions around the sort of lockdown period, in fact. Yeah. And then a key step was we connected with, I've got to say, a couple of really exceptional revenue managers. One is, so shout out to Edward Wilcock, fellow Cambridge mathematician, in fact, and also shout out to Sandeep Chima. So connected with these revenue managers, and really we were able to together highlight the inadequacies really in current revenue management practice. So that's really where it started. But then we decided, okay, let's really focus in on forecasting and demand forecasting. What's lacking here? Why is it guesswork? Why is it working, with just pretty much on the whiteboard and Excel spreadsheets, and what could we do better? We analyzed it closely. There's a lot of manual analysis going on, people comparing things to the past. And in the end, things were just not getting properly predicted. So fast forward, we said, look, let's take some action here. So we started collecting real-time data. Yeah. And that was extremely computation intensive. Yeah. So Amit's background was more on the software side, and we both work on the software and the algorithmic side, but we started doing some very computationally intensive data gathering. And it started with things that hotels are very familiar with. They're collecting rate information and event information. So events in your local area, they're going to impact demand. And we got to really early and quickly put our theories to the test, which was pretty much, the moment we knew we were onto something, because our predictions just kept getting better and better as we collected more data and as our models refined. So we knew, actually, what we're doing here is actually very aligned with what was happening, not in hospitality, but in other industries. So other fields were all moving in this direction. They were algorithmically essentially predicting the future in a nutshell. And I can give you a few examples there. Weather forecasting has moved forward considerably, traffic management, and algorithmic trading, basically. So they're all applying machine learning to real-time data, dynamically adjusting predictions to current conditions, and seeing great results. And we were seeing the same. And that's really at the core of the innovation that Amit and I managed to bring about, the offering and the innovation. And that's what you're going to hear a lot more about at Passport. But if I'm going to just give you that sneak peek, in 2 words, it's forward-looking intelligence. So that's one hyphenated word there, but forward-looking intelligence, where we're fine-tuning AI to get the best possible results.
Again, so excited. And Nikhil, you mentioned all the data science a little bit behind it, your background in data science, but I'm a content person, I'm marketing, and I'm a people person, I'm hotelier as well. So I was a hotelier. I heard you come from a family that works in hospitality, actually. So I'm curious to know how this did impact you in your what you do, or
Absolutely. So I mentioned Edward and Sandeep. They are actually from my family hotel group. So my dad started that hotel company, London Town Group. What I managed to see there is really the decision-making process. And there was some real skilled work going on there in terms of human judgment. I'll give you some examples, basically. They were collecting together this competitor, they're tracking competitors in quite a manual way. They were actually analysing events as well. So these are central London hotels. So BBC Proms, Chelsea Flowers Show, Hyde Park events, and seeing what impact that's going to have on demand. And you know what? It was one step beyond that. They were actually also analysing news sources. Yeah. So for hotels which are close to a rail station and connects into Heathrow Airport, they were looking at things like strikes, things like grounded flights, even protests. And that's really where the intuition comes in. They were able to figure out through their intuition and experience, would any of those sources that I mentioned, is that going to lead to last minute pickup or last minute cancellations, and then factor that into their decision making process. So being from a hospitality background has really enabled us to get that intuition, and then obviously our role has been to build that into the algorithms itself. And then it didn't stop there. I've talked mainly about the revenue side, but there's a huge amount of unstructured information. I think about 90% of data hotels are sitting on unstructured. So, for example, guest notes, maintenance notes, non-standard bookings. This is all fragmented, exactly as how Amit described. But I saw the actual role of the hotelier is to anticipate the issues before they arise. So, yeah, as Eric said, everything has to be actionable. If a room's not ready, you've got to anticipate it, and you've got to do something about it. You might give the guests some vouchers. If there's a fault in the room, you should give them an upgrade. You've got to sort of proactively manage their expectations. So by building Cloudbeds Intelligence, it's not just the actual structured tabular rate data that goes into training it. It's actually all this unstructured information that allows you to take that action. And it's been really, really exciting to see it actually in action in hotels that from an operational perspective to increase guest satisfaction as well as commercial performance. And then the final thing I say on that, being from the industry, I've seen it all, like even the big CapEx side of things, hotel openings, acquisitions, refurbishments. There's so many moving parts here. This is one, a bit more for the future, but I can also see how AI will also be able to contribute considerably in that area too.
Yeah. Again, can't wait to hear the keynote at Passport on October 23rd. Only 6 days, people. Again, if you haven't registered yet, you have the link in the chat multiple times, actually. So you just have to click on the link, and in a few seconds, you're registering. You're gonna gain access not only to the keynote, but all different type of content that we are offering. That's it for today, everyone. It was great as always, and I can't wait for Passport and learn more about Cloudbeds Intelligence. I want to thank, of course, our special guests for taking the time to talk to us. It's much appreciated. Thank you all, the three of you. Big thanks to our audience for tuning in. I hope to see you all at Passport. Again, register now. And I see a link in the chat, and I see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Paula.
Thanks a lot.